All right, we about to jump into this whole raw
No.
Midnight Smoke episode 20. It's like it's a little holiday for the episode.
Yeah, on me because Thanksgiving is in 2 days.
It's in 2 days. Oh yeah, 2 days.
It's today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Thursday's Thanksgiving.
What's your Thanksgiving meal? What's your lineup?
Man, I'm not gonna hold you. Ham always gotta be on my plate, no matter what. So ham, turkey, gotta have the yams with some greens, mac and cheese, and some cornbread. Oh, but then my mom makes broccoli and rice casserole, so I gotta have some of that on my plate
broccoli
too.
casserole actually sound good.
Yeah, and that should be
My shit.
hitting. So yeah, I
Not gonna lie. Thanksgiving food is low key not good, but my shit basic. I get ham. It depends who made the turkey. All right, it depends who made the turkey. And some yams. Gotta get the macaroni. Some greens. It depends who made the cornbread, because I don't like everybody cornbread. I'm picky as fuck.
Oh, no, I feel you because... Keep going, because I got something to
And
say.
then, that's about it. I like the cranberry sauce, but I don't like dressing.
Oh, and some dressing. I need some
I don't
dressing
like
with my
dressing.
cranberry sauce on it.
I don't fucking like dressing.
Why don't you like dressing?
It's just shit.
No, it's not.
It's shit put together, bro.
Bro, no, it's not.
It's not good.
Isn't everything basically shit put together?
But
Especially
no, this
meat.
is okay. Making food is ingredients put together. This is just food put together to make a new food. So it's just shit. It's just shit.
Doesn't make sense. No,
Bro,
no.
it's like breadcrumbs. Some people don't. I don't know. They be putting shit in. I don't know. I don't know how to make
you
dressing
put
either.
breadcrumbs. You can put some cornbread, breadcrumbs. You put my grandmother.
White
puts,
people fucking love breadcrumbs on their food.
bro.
They put that shit on everything.
No, they don't.
Yes, they
do.
do.
Do they really?
They put breadcrumbs on on their macaroni. They fry their chicken with breadcrumbs. Yes, white people put it on as garnish, like people do with parsley. They love that shit, bro. It's a fly,
It's a gnat.
bro. One time I was in my room.
Hold on, bro. I'm not ready.
Okay.
Still on this topic real quick.
Yeah.
Hold on. So for real, you don't like that? Okay, so like dressing.
Bro,
I
dressing
think-
is just
bro,
shit.
No, it's not. It's literally just okay. So it's bread. My grandmother puts like chicken gizzards in it. That shit is actually good. And
I
then
thought meat. You're putting meat in fucking dressing.
yes, deadass. You have to try it, and then you put, you put onion, like green onions, regular onions, some seasoning. Of course, all this type of seasoning, and then I think she put something else in it.
The ham, yams, and macaroni are
And then
the
you put
best.
that whole in the oven.
That's the best fucking Thanksgiving food.
The ham, yams, and the macaroni. It
Yeah,
all depends on who makes the macaroni. Because
if you're letting them make the macaroni for Thanksgiving, they should know how to. You don't just fucking give that to anybody. You give that to someone you know can make some good.
I beg to differ.
Both of my aunts can make some good ass macaroni. Oh God, like my aunt, she used to be in jail too. So like she, chicken spaghetti.
Yes.
Hers is so fucking good, bro. You know how people just like buy rotisserie chicken and shred up the chicken for it? She fries chicken with the chicken skin in there, bro. That shit be good than a bit,
That
bro.
whole do sound good.
My people can fucking cook, bro. Everybody on my daddy's side, we know how to cook. We be in that bitch throwing it down, bro. Like my grandma, they're Jehovah's Witnesses, so like we don't eat on Thanksgiving on that side of the family. We'll eat probably like a day or two before. I got to see when they doing that. I don't know if they're doing it this year, but if not, if they are, Jay, either if you want, you can come or I'll bring you a plate, bro. But they be throwing it down, bro.
Either or, brother. Like, either or. It don't even matter to me. But I can definitely tell you right now, if you come to my Thanksgiving, you'll eat good. But there's one meal that you shouldn't touch. And that's whatever my Aunt Virgie makes. Swear to God. Okay, because, like, I promise to God.
I be feeling so disrespected when
Fam.
people that can't cook on Thanksgiving.
Deal.
I
So,
feel so disrespected.
my family has, like, this big-ass group message. And it has, like, all the adults in it, basically. I'm not in that bitch. Or at least I think I am. I don't remember. But they're just, like, asking who's going to make, like, what this year, We have a big-ass list. And it's like, who makes what? And my Aunt Virgie, this was last year. She signed up for the macaroni and cheese. I don't think nothing of it because I'm just like, cool, whatever. Fam, Thanksgiving Day comes and her macaroni and cheese is looking a bit dry. And everybody's just like looking at that shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking at it.
And presentation and everything goes into Thanksgiving too.
Exactly. And when people like look at food, like when people, and we're all just like giving it that look. And then next we put it on our plate because it looked dry, but it don't look bad. Like it looked like it can still taste good. So we put it on our plate and
give it hope.
Oh my God. Gave it hope. It was the biggest mistake of my life, bro. Because I ate it and it was just bland.
It was bland?
It had no flavor. No flavor at
now I don't
all.
even want. If the Thanksgiving is low key, the macaroni is the one thing I'm there for, truly, bro.
Yes, bro.
Like, the macaroni, if the macaroni ain't hitting or if there's no macaroni, someone dropped or some shit, Thanksgiving is canceled, bro. I seen a video where someone dropped their macaroni. Thanksgiving is canceled, bro. Everybody fucking go. Because there's no even, you can't even go to the store to go make some more macaroni, bro. Because, like, everything going to be gone. I worked at a grocery store during the holidays, and, like, that shit be packed the whole day. It's packed now. People are starting to prepare, like, that whole week for Thanksgiving and Christmas and shit like that. We literally had nothing, bro. The things were bare. We had like 8 full grocery baskets full of food that people put back. That's one thing. I organized them so like it'll be easier to put back. I love organizing shit. Like I had the basket section by aisles and shit like that. So like aisle 13 to 15 is in this basket. So like you already gonna know where shit is at.
Yeah,
I low-key liked working at a grocery store.
That's good.
I missed working like I don't know, just as being social and shit like that. Because now I don't have to talk to nobody in my job. So like I'm in there vibing.
I don't know. I'm not really a social person. I don't like to be out there. That's never really been more my
I'm not
forte.
like that too much, but then I like to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one thing. Like being alone so much isn't good because like you do start to lose social skills.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Like being awkward because like me, I don't be saying it out loud and shit like that. Like, but I do be having anxiety and shit like that. But
thanks.
I don't let that shit dictate my life. Now,
Exactly.
I have crippling anxiety, bro. I can't do shit. Like, bro, what? It's not that deep, bro. Just step out your comfort zone.
Facts. That's what you gotta do. And like the thing is, like I might not be like outspoken, but I'll speak up when I need to. I'm not the person like if everybody's silent and somebody needs to say something, like if something needs to be said, I'll say something. That's one thing. Because what's the worst that's gonna happen type shit, Yeah. Like nothing really bad can happen from
like
that.
Sometimes, like especially with my brother, he'll try to speak for me or something like that, and it's just like, bro, I can speak for myself. I'm just gonna like most of the time I just don't have nothing to say. I don't want to talk, but like when motherfuckers like when people don't know me like that, I talk, but not like that. But now if I know you and I fuck with you, I most definitely talk a lot.
Yeah, I feel.
I talk a lot.
I don't think you talk a lot, but when you get going, you get going.
Yeah,
that's most definitely facts.
I look, you do talk a lot.
Because I remember the first time I met you.
But that's because that's a good thing if I do it though. That means I fuck with you.
Exactly. That's why like when you do talk, I let you talk. Because if you don't, then I don't fuck with it.
That used to hurt my feelings when I was little, bro. Because like only time I really just talk and like be talking is when I fuck with somebody and they just be like. It's annoying to them. It's just like, damn, I don't want to fuck with you no more.
I mean,
I don't even want to talk to you no more.
It don't be annoying to me. I just be like,
yeah, it doesn't bother me.
I just listen. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got something interesting to say.
Yeah, because I hate being around people that like don't know how to keep a conversation or shit like that. Yeah, because it's just like, I don't know. That should be boring.
Exactly. I feel you on that. Like, I don't know. Just. I had something else in my mind that I was gonna say, but I low-key forgot what it was. But like, it was about when the first time I met you. Like when I first met you, it was just like, you didn't say much until I think we started talking about like anime.
Yeah, I think that's probably
when that sparked up, and we were just like, yeah.
That's one thing, bro. Like, you really, if people are into anime, that's really one of the easiest ways to connect with people.
I promise to God.
Because like. I bet you don't know no more anime than me. There's people that know more anime than me.
I wish I could say that, but I can't.
It's just about certain shows that I don't let people like try to tell me what's going on in. And that's Naruto and Game of Thrones. Don't tell me shit about Game of Thrones or Naruto because you don't know more shit about it than me. I promise you. Other shows, I'm willing to debate that, but like, hell no.
I'm gonna just say that I fuck with Shameless heavy because when that was out, that was hard.
One of my favorite scenes in Shameless is when Monica came back and she tried to take Liam and just Liam And then she was like, well, I'm his mom and stuff like that. And Fiona was going off on her. She's like, you are mama too. Like, what you mean?
Exactly.
They had it bad, bro.
They had it terrible.
And the only people that I was rooting for was Carl, Fiona, and Ian, and Liam. Yeah. Everybody else was fucked them. Like Debbie, fuck Debbie.
I fucking hated Debbie. Well, in the beginning, Debbie was cool.
Yeah, I like Debbie when she was a little kid. But when she grew up, she had a baby. Then Fiona told her not to have a baby. She had a baby on purpose. And then get mad when no one wants to help her with her baby.
Exactly.
Like, bro, what? And then her baby daddy dipped on her.
And then
he went and died.
He died. Exactly. Then he went and fucking died. And then after that, you want to know what fucking happened? You know what happened? Then his people.
They tried to take her
fucking baby.
Oh, God.
Oh, bro. My God. Tried to take her fucking baby. That did
Fiona so wrong, bro. Like, Fiona took care of them their whole lives. And she was 9, bro. And they couldn't even be there for Fiona when she was going through it and shit like that.
And they kicked her out.
Yeah, didn't Debbie kick her out when
it was Lip and Debbie. They both kicked her out. Yeah. And I was going. The people who I were going for was Fiona.
I always
Carl.
like Fiona.
Always Fiona.
Even when she was a bitch, because
she had a reason, you know. So it was Fiona, Carl, Ian.
Why did she go in that downward spiral again? What happened to her? Something happened where she had.
It was a nigga. But like it was okay. So what happened?
He cheated on her.
He was married.
Oh yeah,
he was married. So what happened was she was dating this man. She dating this nigga, and This was after Jimmy. This was after the whole Jimmy thing, and that fucked her up.
Yeah, this was her latest relationship.
Yeah, that was. This is her latest relationship. But you gotta remember that whole Jimmy thing fucked her up too. So she was dating this one nigga. I don't remember his name, or you remember Jimmy Steve. That was how they called him. Sean.
When Sean wrote that diss track about her. He invited her to him playing the song.
Oh,
and she went. That hard.
That wasn't bad.
I be listening to that shit here.
I don't. I don't.
That go hard.
I gotta listen to it. You gotta put me on again to that.
He did not have to put her on blast like that though.
He didn't. I mean, but at the same time, I was like,
she deserved it.
I was like, I think I would have put her on blast because she cheated on him.
Yeah, she was doing him dirty.
Doing him hella dirty.
Fucking Cause she sold her building, right? No, she put 100 bands into investing something.
Yeah, let me say it was. So she was with that nigga. She found out that he was married, and at the time she was running a building.
Yes.
And like he was like a maintenance instructor on it, and they had been fucking with each other, and then she found out he was married, and then she just
her car.
Yeah, she wrecked her car that night. Had to go to the hospital, shit like that, and then she like. People weren't paying their rent. You know what I'm saying?
People weren't paying their rent?
Some people weren't paying their rent. And then a lady died in there. Mm-hmm. Somebody wasn't paying their rent, so she had to evict them. Uh-huh. And then, like, I think she just, like, stopped really giving a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then she just ended up, putting in money on this place. But then that whole thing fell through, and she didn't have any money for it.
Nah, she got her money, because that's how she got all that money then she dipped. Because she put that money in, and she didn't have no money. And then he gave her investment back. She got 100 bands.
Yeah, no, he sold out. That's what it was. She sold her building. She put money in for a building that was being like built.
Yeah.
And that whole like fell through. So her money, like she had to put money in for it, and she didn't have it. So he was just like, okay, how about this? I'll buy out what you put in. Oh. I'll buy that out if you sell me your hotel, your building, your apartment building. And she was just like, okay.
I'm not sure about I don't know about the market and shit like that, but like she got a pretty good decent deal.
No, most definitely. Because if not, she was gonna be bankrupt.
And like she blessed up on her family so fucking heavy, and Debbie fucked it all the way.
Fucked it.
All the way.
Completely. Just by having a kid, because it's just like, bro, that's a whole nother
No, Debbie's kid didn't have nothing to do with it. Because remember, Debbie was in charge of the money, giving it out and shit. She didn't want to divide it up and give everybody their pieces. She just like was giving them like an allowance or some shit. But Debbie was actually taking all the money, buying her a whole bunch of fancy shit and stuff like that. Yeah. And taking it back before like it was time so she can get the money back. But Frank and his homeboy broke in and they sold all that shit.
I remember that.
She deserved it, bro. I would have beat Debbie ass.
Bro, Debbie would have got kicked the fuck out.
I would have never talked to Debbie again. Cause like bro.
No, for real.
You fucked over everybody. Debbie was doing too much.
Way too much. Everything that she was not supposed to do, She literally went and did
And
it. And
it,
it was
like,
like, how the fuck did you
Debbie-
turn out like
She
that?
wanted to be all high and mighty, but Debbie was just using people. Like with Neil, she was just with Neil because he could watch Franny and she got his check.
Facts.
She would literally drop off Franny, tell him to watch her, and she would go cheat on him.
And
then she become a lesbian.
That's yes, and that's exactly what I was gonna say. How so? Because this shit doesn't work out, you just like, okay, yeah, I definitely like vagina.
Was she dating the black girl that she fucked over?
Bro, no. Let me tell you something. Yeah, she was, but like, what really was fucked up about her is Carl was dating this one girl, and she has the fucking audacity to try to get between them, and like, Carl was just like, bro, I'm not fucking with it. Like, can you stop?
Did he break up with the girl?
No, the girl ended up breaking up with him because she was just like,
she was crazy.
But she was good for him.
She was good for him.
She was good for him because she forced him to go to like that
Both
military
of his
school.
girls were crazy though. The one before that, the one he was fucking with, that was actually crazy.
She ended up dying
What
because
happened?
a nigga killed her because he was like, what happened was Carl had gotten in trouble because of her, and this dude, because he was at like military school, so he was like ranked, and the dude below him, he was like a private. He was just like, he like fantasized for Carl, you know. He was like, he was sort of kind of envious of Carl. He was just like, so is she giving you like an issue? Is she giving you problems? And he was just like, yeah, man, like this and this and this, like this is what she did. And he was just like, so like if she would be, so she's gone, like you can stay. And he was just like, yeah, basically. He was just like, okay. And like later on in the episode, he just comes to him while they're like in the woods, and he's just like, the mission's been done. She's been taken care of, or like something like that. And he's just like, oh fuck.
Honestly,
like, I was just like, damn.
I know this is really fucked up for me to say, but like, I would not say nothing to nobody that he did that.
I wouldn't
I'm not
either.
gonna snitch.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
sorry,
snitch
bro,
neither.
but like, I'm not a snitch.
That bitch was crazy. She what did she do? She did something like that. Actually, like pushed
She
the
was
line.
I'm pretty sure. Did she like drive her car through some shit? That sounds like
I
don't remember what
genuinely
happened.
don't remember like at all what happened. I think she did something like really fucked up though. It was really fucked up what she did, and like I think it could get him either like arrested or something bad. And
I got something to say.
she had to go. That bitch had to go.
Kanye 2024.
Trump is running in 2024.
Wait, no, that looked too much like the.
I'm gonna need y'all niggas to vote.
That looked too much like the little Nazi shit. What I was doing, I got scared. I was doing.
Oh my
I had
God.
a fist. It was like, oh yeah, it's like Black Power. Okay,
Bro, so on Kanye, like, what's really been happening with Kanye? Like, they said that he's crazy because of...
honestly, the way I feel about it, I feel like Kanye's not crazy. Well, I feel like, okay,
I can tell you what Kanye said about him being crazy.
yeah.
It's a real quick statement. He said, being crazy, he's like, being smart, they call people who smart in a world full of stupid people crazy. And like that's crazy. I think that's what he said. Or like they call people who smart stupid in a crazy world, and that's crazy. And I think that's it's something along those lines. You know?
That's basically what I'm about to say. Like,
yeah,
I feel like all the greatest minds and the people that leave the most impact on this world are a little crazy. Like Einstein,
exactly.
Da Vinci,
yeah,
and stuff like that. And I feel like Kanye low key don't be lying. People just don't want to hear what he's saying. Like Kanye low key be having like valid points and shit like that. And like what he's saying is controversial, but it's not a lie. It's the truth.
The saddest part about all this is, or not the saddest part about all this, but like the sad part is I don't know what he's saying. Like, what did he say?
He was saying some anti-Semitic things about Jewish people, and he was like how they own everything and shit like that. When they do, most big companies are owned by a Jewish person, and like it's just like there are people. Not even to bring race into this, but to bring race into this, there's white people that did and said way worse things to than Kanye has, and still have platforms. And it's just like the black community is like the black community don't even see it. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're quick to put someone down of their race, but when a white person does it, they don't have that same energy.
Yeah,
and it's just like it's sad because it's just like. As a community, I feel like not even as a community, bro. As a race in general, like not just black or white. That's one race, bro. I feel like people should stop looking at it as like, oh, you're black, you should date black people, or just like even discriminating against someone because their race or where they came from. Because in my eyes, race really doesn't exist. We're all humans, bro. Like there's nothing different about us. I feel like our ethnicity is what matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's good to have an ethnic background. Like we're black. You know what I mean? Mexicans have their background, Chinese, so on.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like that when we stop looking at ourselves as individuals, race wise, we will never be whole. And we're always going to have problems and shit like that. Because, like, racism is never going to go away as long as you're separating people.
Yeah.
Because this is everybody's earth. We're all here, bro. Like, why does that matter? That's always been weird to me ever since I was little, bro. Why does the color of someone's skin matter? Or, like, who you date and stuff like that. Even black people, like, a lot of black people nowadays try to say, like, they're not racist and stuff like that. But they say a lot of racist shit.
They say a lot of fuck shit.
And even, like, a lot of the older black people now, like, they just feel like that.
Because they're old and black and that they've gone through.
Yeah, they just feel like black people should only be with black people. But there's young people like that, too. And that's weird. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? Or, like, even my sister, bro. She was like, she found out J. Cole is half white, right? And she felt like J. Cole shouldn't rap about the shit that he raps about because he's half white. Whoa. And I'm like, one, you didn't even know J. Cole was half white until you looked it up or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, even if he's half white, he's still black. And J. Cole doesn't look white at all. So he reaps none of the benefits of being white.
And at the same time, though, like, what does it even fucking matter?
Exactly, bro.
He doesn't the thing is, like, he raps about what the fuck he's going through. So what does it matter?
He also he raps about, like, the lifestyle of black. Like, you know what I mean? Just being, like, you could tell, like, him and Kendrick have the same type of rapping style. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
and it's just like that doesn't make him any less black. Like, if your one parent is white and one parent is black, you're not 50% white. You're not 50% black. You're black and you're white.
Facts.
Like, wait, and it amazed me so much just because, like, J. Cole doesn't look white, so he reaps none of the benefits of being white. You know what I mean? And that fucking with you again,
bro. Just when it comes right here, it'd be fucking with me. But yeah, that's true.
That's just crazy, bro.
That's insane. Like, that's crazy because. How could you say that about somebody who's just like, you just found this out? That's exactly. First of all, you just found this out. Now
everything he's talking, like, now he doesn't have an opinion. He can't say nothing about the black community, which he's a part of, just because he's also a part of the white community.
And then, like also, what he be saying is factual.
Yeah, like, J. Cole, don't be lying.
Whatever he says, like, it's not a lie. I'd get it if it was a fat ass lie.
That's one thing. I don't like when people
they confuse racism when it's a lie. No, my thing is with racism, when they confuse racism for a lie. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, racism for, like, hey, that shit's offensive. You know? Like, yeah, but, like, that's really factual. You know, like, what they'll be saying about it. It's fact. You know, like, how can you get mad, like, for jokes? Jokes like, is just really sensitive,
I feel like you shouldn't get mad at someone if they're telling, like, if what they're saying is true and they're not lying, then why are you getting mad at them for pointing out something that you couldn't see because you were too blind?
Exactly.
And it's just like, bro, like we were talking about earlier, like, people don't listen when you talk. Like, that's some of the most frustrating things I've ever been in, where, like, you're talking to someone and what you're saying is going straight over their head because they're not willing to hear what you're saying. They're stuck on their agenda.
Yeah.
And, like, that shit, that's why, even, like, with older black people, because that's the only one I can speak about, like, older people in your family and stuff like that, they'll feel a type of way about something, but your argument is very valid, but they're just looking over because they don't even want to hear your argument. They don't care. Mm-hmm. It's just that they're stuck in their ways. They're right no matter what. And it's just, like, it's okay to be wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, people nowadays, they say they can, like, they're okay with not being wrong, but then they're not, because, like, they'll be wrong, but then they'll still try to make it, like, they'll try to bring up how they're right in it or something like that. It's just like, bro, it's not that deep. It's not. Like, if you're wrong, you're wrong. Just go with that. Like, me, even, like, on a game where we're arguing and shit, I'll just be like, if you prove me wrong, like, I'll be like, just look it up for me. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And, like, they were talking about, like, if Russia and China were allies, right? And I was like, I really don't think they're allies. And Corey and them, they were like, yeah, they are. And I was just like, look that up. And I was always asking. They looked it up and they was like, see, it says I was okay, I'm wrong. Hey, sorry for the cutout, bro. The video stopped midway through, but hey, luckily I caught it where it wasn't too long, so we about to jump back in it.
That shit's crazy.
But we were talking about Black Panther and shit like that.
Yeah.
And like Namor was beefing for no reason.
He was beefing for no reason.
Like,
you
that
really,
shit-
really say it.
That shit, like, that's what I was talking to Joseph about. I was like, he literally caused all these problems when Wakanda did nothing to him.
Yeah.
Like, they had no ill intent, no none of that. And this nigga just came, he was just like, fuck all your shit. He killed innocents, little kids and all of that, bro. And they were spamming in water bombs.
They were really spamming
Like,
them water bombs.
That's one thing I don't like. These two are supposed to be the two strongest countries in the world, but like when they were fighting, they really did nothing special. They was talking about they got the biggest armies and stuff like that. None of these niggas had guns, no nothing. So how these niggas are fighting with spears and shit. I get the vibranium, but like,
I guess it's because like
what are they gonna do if I drop a nuke on them?
I guess it's because like getting shot don't work for them.
They can still, oh yeah, for the Atlanteans, they are different. But I'm talking about like the Wakandans, they're just normal people.
But like, do they have? I guess their suits is what makes them special.
Not all of them have vibranium suits on.
I know it's like their
weapons are.
Yeah, they're flying. It's their weapons. There's people are scared.
But
of their weapons.
they don't have.
Oh,
if I have a vibranium spear, I don't give a fuck how durable my spear is. If I shoot this nigga, what is he gonna? A spear is a close range weapon.
Did they shoot? Did they block bullets in that movie? Because you gotta remember.
Yeah, now what's her name? Okoye. She was blocking bullets with her spear.
That's what I'm saying.
She most definitely was.
Bitches,
and like
in the beginning,
that
motherfuckers.
One thing I'm gonna say, I would rather have the Black Widow program, like all the Black Widows come after me than the Dora Milaje, because I don't know if you watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but the Dora Milaje were in it. And he was like, hey, this is American soil. You can't be here. This ain't, like, y'all ain't got no business here. And she was like, the Dora Milaje got business wherever their business is, nigga. We don't give a fuck.
Oh, my God.
And this nigga, he wanted to be a super soldier. So he was like, he would put like him getting beat up because he's not a super soldier, right? Because he was fighting super soldiers. But the Dora Milaje pulled up, they're just normal humans. And they was whooping this nigga, bro. And they made this nigga have an existential life crisis, bro. He was like, bro, they're not even super soldiers.
And what movie was this?
This is a show because the MCU has shows too on Disney Plus. It's Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and basically it's about like, you know, Captain America gives the shield to Sam.
The Falcon.
Yeah, but Sam was like, nah, I don't want it. And he gave it to the government. And the government made up a new Captain America. And this nigga didn't deserve it. Fuck that nigga. He ended up killing somebody like while a whole bunch of people were recording with the shield. He killed him with the shield. That's a dangerous ass shield though. Like, there's no reason why Sam should be throwing it like Captain America is doing and like catching that bitch. Cause like, as hard as Captain America can throw that shield, Captain America can throw that shield hard enough to cut a nigga in half, bro. Captain America was casually kicking cars out the way.
That is very true.
Like he's not like super strength, but like that nigga's cold, bro. He's just as strong as Black Panther.
My thing is, so Sam is the black guy, right?
Yeah, Sam is Falcon.
So like, bro, my thing is like the Captain America was literally in a science experiment. Like that's how he got his strength.
Yeah.
So it's obviously above superhuman strength.
Yeah,
right. You know what I'm saying?
Superhuman.
So like,
how the fuck is this nigga just doing that shit?
Exactly. Like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
He's throwing this shield hard enough where this shield is bouncing off of like multiple trees, and then coming back to him with the same speed. And each tree is probably at least 20 feet apart from the other one. It's like in a circle of trees and just doom, and he catches it. Fuck no.
There's
no amount of training I can put in to do that.
That hoe is bulletproof and everything. Like, Captain America was taking explosions.
You keeping up with Jujutsu Kaisen?
Close like this with that fucking shield. And no.
Bro, Jujutsu Kaisen is so fucking cold, bro.
Dude, I'm not even reading the manga right now.
You gotta start getting into manga, bro. I be slacking on my anime, not gonna lie, but I don't slack on my manga. Every Sunday when my new mangas drop, I watch them, bro. That shit is so hard, bro. Like Boruto, people like to hate on Boruto, but they just compare it to the anime. Like they'll show manga panels too, and like they'll show like Black Clover, like all the new gen, and they show how like a dope manga panel, right? Then they'll use a Boruto panel where it's just a casual panel. Literally, and they'd be like, this is what y'all watch. But like, Boruto, that shit is so good. And Boruto is whooping most of them niggas. Boruto, like everybody in the My Hero universe is getting soloed by Boruto at once.
Damn.
Boruto is stronger than Naruto.
Wow.
Peak Naruto versus peak Boruto, not the new form Naruto, but like Naruto during the World War versus Boruto. Boruto is bodying that nigga. Boruto is so strong right now. And then there's this one bitch. Her name is Ada. She's cold. So it's her and her brother Damon. They're like cyborgs, and like they're the two strongest in the show. And Ada's ability basically, like, I think it's if you have any, like, if you look at her into her eyes, you're attracted to her, and you can't like attack her, no nothing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go away, and like it affects everybody, literally. And then her brother Damon, if you hit Damon or even think about like or have any negative intent towards Damon, and it's gonna impact you. So like even if you just think about shooting this nigga in the head, you're gonna get hit in the head.
Damn.
And if anybody Damon is touching, his ability goes to them too. So that's just cold. Damon is a little kid. He's like this tall, bro. That nigga was whooping.
That's
niggas,
an OP
bro.
power.
Damon is literally after they just said that, bro. Damon can literally. I would like to see Damon versus Gojo.
That's a genuine OP power.
There's literally nothing. Gojo wouldn't be able to do nothing to Damon, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Like that shit is so fucking crazy.
That's insane.
Oh God. And like they're villains, but like they on Boruto's in them side right now. I don't know. She just doing what the fuck she want to do, and it's just like Ada's just having a good time chilling because she like this nigga named Kawaki. Yeah, she like him.
Okay.
And
this is all in the manga right now.
This is manga because like the reason why the anime is so far from the manga because most mangas drop weekly, but Boruto drops only once a month. And there's only 2 people working on Boruto. It's the original creator and it's the other dude. I don't remember his name. No disrespect. But like, yeah, that shit was crazy. And what was I about to say? I can't remember. But
shit's crazy, huh?
Boruto manga is so good. And people just hate on it. Like their manga, because like usually mangas are like, the chapter is like 17 to 20 pages. Boruto is just like 40 to 50. It's a lot.
Damn.
It's a lot of information you get in. It's worth it. And like that shit, bro, people just be hating. I don't even know what the fuck they talking about. Boruto is literally low key better than most of them. But like My Hero go crazy too. Like niggas be dying.
I'm not caught up in My
Niggas
Hero.
be dying in My Hero, bro.
I can't speak.
You
on
would
that.
not know that shit.
Do not speak on.
I'm not gonna tell you no spoilers.
Yeah, don't tell me no spoilers.
I thought My Hero was one of those animes like, you know, niggas don't die. You know,
that's genuinely what I thought until they took off that nigga. Fucking.
That could see in the future. I can Sir Night Eye.
Yeah, until they took him off, I was like,
niggas be dying in fucking My Hero, bro. And I just be like, bro, what the?
And then the thing is like, why can't I remember his name? It's the guy Deku looks up to him the most. All Might. When All Might lost his powers because he almost died, I was just like, oh yeah, no, they serious.
That's one thing though. I hate that All Might like doesn't do nothing now, like because he doesn't have his powers, so All Might can't do shit. I like the All Might. I still like him. Yeah, I actually like his smaller form better. I
do too, low key, because his smaller form, he's just like, I don't know. He does look dope. That's the other thing. I dress like All Might, by the way. I'd actually get that outfit. I'm not gonna hold you. I'd actually get that.
We gotta do some shit for this Halloween. I actually want to dress up. I like you want to dress up as Jon Snow.
You mean like this coming Halloween?
Yeah. We actually planning because you know we be doing shit last minute, and that's why none of our plans go through. That's why we gotta plan this shit. I want to be like Jon Snow or somebody.
You want to be Jon Snow? So
can I be Daenerys and you be Jon Snow?
See the thing.
Nah.
Or how about this?
You can be Daemon.
I don't want to be Daemon.
You don't want to be a Targaryen? Oh fuck you then. Never mind.
I'll be the guy who dies because he got a stab wound.
In Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon?
Game of Thrones.
Because he got a stab wound?
Yeah.
Who? Theon?
Nah.
He was a main character?
No. He was.
What season?
Why can I not remember people's names?
You just gotta tell me more details about the character, and I can tell you who you're talking about.
He played Aquaman.
Oh, Jason Momoa?
Yeah.
Gonna be Khal Drogo?
I'll be that guy.
You know, both of us be Khal Drogo.
Yeah.
Khal Drogo's a big nigga.
That
bro.
nigga there, I'll be that.
It goes look the Dothraki. Anytime they lose a fight, they cut their hair. Fucking Drogo's hair went all the way past his ass.
That tells you something.
That does tell you something. You see a Dothraki with long hair, bro. You don't want to. Niggas don't want to. a lot of niggas in Game of Thrones don't want to fuck with a Dothraki nigga because the niggas fight for a living, bro. Like
fight hard.
Saying you beat a Dothraki blood rider in single combat, that's a huge ass flex, bro. That shit's not easy. These niggas fight for fun. Other niggas fight to win shit and conquer shit. They just do it because they like to do it. These niggas.
There's some savages though.
Literally, their slogan is niggas think I fight to save the day. But really, nigga, I just like to fight.
I just like to
bro.
fight.
That was some bull. In the books are more gory. Like when he got cut, he didn't just get like a little cut. His nipple got cut off. His whole nipple got cut off.
Oh damn.
Yeah. And like in the books, you know how they say? I just found this out too. Actually, you know how they say Daenerys can't have kids no more? And like at the end of the Game of Thrones, she kept saying like I can't have kids.
Yeah.
She actually can. In the books, the latest book that came out, she had a miscarriage, and I didn't even realize that.
Wow.
Yeah, she didn't know she had a miscarriage.
You could have kids.
Yeah, because Daenerys is really young in the books. Like, almost every character is younger than what they are in the show. They had to edge it up because, like...
You can't show that.
Yeah, Daenerys was, like, 12, 13. She was, like, 13, 14 when she married Drogo. And she was 15 when she got pregnant. And, like, now in the book, she's, like, 16, almost 17.
How old is Drogo?
Drogo's a grown-ass man. I don't know how old he is, but he's a grown-ass man.
What the fuck? That
and, like,
is not okay.
Jon Snow and stuff like that. Like, Jon Snow, in the last book, is, like, 15, 16. He's Lord Commander. Oh, God. Rob, these niggas aren't grown. Joffrey was fucking 13. Literally. Brienne, she's 18. They are not that old at all. Brienne's
18?
Sansa's, like, 13.
These are really just like, this is a story around really teenagers that actually.
Yeah, Bran's not even 10 years old yet.
Damn, these kids are actually, these are kids, bro.
They are little kids.
Damn, that's crazy. And they're going through like shit.
Every Stark kid really had it bad as fuck. Well, Sansa's the only one that had it the least worse. Like, Bran is in the fucking north. I don't want to be in the north, bro. It's freezing cold. Literally, bro, they be talking about how fucking cold it is and shit like that. Like, you can't even sleep at night. Because it's so fucking cold. Imagine you're wearing, like, not a big coat. Like, you just have furs on you and stuff like that. You got stuff to cover you, but not enough, really. Like, and you're in the freezing cold where it's, like, at least 13 degrees at the highest. And there's no food to find and shit like that. These niggas are starving and shit. These niggas are eating just fucking acorn paste. Acorns and grind up to paste and just eating. These niggas are struggling, bro.
Yeah, that's a struggle for real.
Arya, bro. Arya was walking around the Riverlands and shit like that. She was walking around so long. She didn't even have on shoes. Her shoes, she walked in her shoes so much they withered away. She was barefoot.
That's a long time, bro. And to be walking
Arya
on
had
shit
it
like
bad
that,
too,
that's
bro.
terrible.
Literally for like 2 years straight. As soon as Arya leaves King's Landing, for 2 years straight, she's just trying to get to Riverrun. But one thing after another happens, and like she doesn't make it. And then when she finally is about to get away, like get to her family dies at the real wedding. That's just sad. These niggas was going through it.
All right, man.
And like in the books, how Arya and the Hound, they were cool as fuck, right? In the show. In the books, it wasn't like that. Like the Hound got, when they had that little thing and Arya got her sword back in the show? Mm-hmm. Basically, during that fight, the Hound got injured so bad, he didn't recover it. And we think he died. And like, she just left that nigga. He asked him to kill her. He started crying and everything. He's like, kill me. And she just left that nigga.
Yeah.
Then she took his horse and left.
Yeah, that shit was like...
Arya's way more cold-hearted in the books. She did not give a fuck, bro. She catching bodies.
I was just like, damn. When you told me that first time, I was like, damn, she really did not care for that man at all.
She did not give a fuck about that nigga. Because, like, that nigga, she wanted to rush in the castle to save her mom because, she didn't know that they were dead. And she's like, they probably took her hostage. But she found out her mom was dead because... all the Stark kids can warg into their wolves, like Bran can. And she didn't know she can do it, but, like, that's how they find out. Like, when they're asleep, they just have dreamlings. They call it wolf dreams. She didn't realize she was actually in her wolf. And her wolf is the one that dragged her mom's body out the river. Yeah, her body was in the river for 3 days before she got brought back to life. Their mom isn't dead in the books.
Yeah, right. But she comes back to life.
She's kind of dead, though. Because, like, she's been dead so long, she's not the same.
Yeah.
She can't talk. Her face is all cut up and shit. And, like, she be hanging niggas. Any Frey or Lannister, she'll hang them. Don't give a fuck, kid or not. She hang them niggas. They deserved it, though. Fuck them niggas.
Damn. Not all of them?
Yes, bro. Fuck all the Freys and fuck all the Lannisters.
Tyrion doesn't deserve to be said, fuck you too.
Tyrion is a bad person though. Literally,
I'm not
Tyrion
gonna
in the
say
books,
it.
bro. He was like, yeah, I just want to kill Cersei and my brother, and before I kill Cersei,
Cause fuck
I want to
Cersei,
rape her.
bro.
He wants to rape and kill his sister. I mean, yeah, fuck Cersei, but I mean, Cersei legitimately thought he killed her son. I understand. I understand where she was coming from. If you truly thought that, like, it's just that.
But all
the shit
the
he
proof
said
was literally leading to him not doing it.
No, all the proof was leading to him doing it.
But he
They
said
literally planned the murder of Joffrey to frame Tyrion on purpose. So Lady Olenna, like from the Tyrells and shit like that, and Littlefinger planned that together to take Sansa out of King's Landing and kill Joffrey so Joffrey doesn't marry her granddaughter.
and then leave that knife there.
And plan it and blame it all on Tyrion. First, they were supposed to think Joffrey died, like just because he choked. But if they found out he didn't choke, they made sure that Tyrion was the one to blame so he can die for it. So Sansa isn't married no more, and so Sansa can marry Robin. But Littlefinger's planning to kill Robin and put someone else on in the area. And shit. Littlefinger is planning all this shit. All this war shit. He's the reason why all of this shit started, bro. He literally started this whole thing. He told Lysa to kill her husband, Jon Arryn. And when she did, Eddard Stark became hand. And if Eddard Stark never became hand, none of that shit would have never happened. This shit is so fucking bro. That's why, like,
when you find like the true point of who started all
the
this
show
shit.
leaves out so much shit, bro. Even like during the Dance of Dragons, that shit is good too. Them niggas, nobody wins, bro. That's how brutal it is.
I don't even know what the Dance of Dragons is.
What House of the Dragon is about.
Oh.
Nobody wins the war, bro. That's how brutal it is, bro. You can't even call it victory.
I genuinely can't wait for that shit to actually come up with another
Bro,
season.
what? Literally, when it was coming on, the only thing I lived for was to see Sunday to watch the new episode of House of the Dragon.
That was really hitting. I'm not gonna
If I could
hold
watch
you.
Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon over for the first time again, I most definitely would.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I had the option to do that, that's the only show I would ever watch for the rest of my life. I would just watch it, forget everything about it, watch it again.
Yeah, you're insane.
I'm sorry,
You're
but
fucking insane.
watching Game of Thrones for the first time was so good.
It was though, because a lot of shit just had you like.
I didn't see
Had you
none of that.
stuck.
I didn't see none of that coming because most shows don't be.
That was really the first show, like with real people that I'd ever seen like that.
Yeah,
in
that's
my
why I be
life.
telling people like niggas die, bro.
Like in anime, you can see that in anime. But the first anime that I'd ever seen like that was Akame got killed and Wolf's Rain.
I never seen that one, but Akame got killed got me, bro. I was
Yes.
like, damn.
But Wolf's Rain is sadder than Akame got killed.
You want to know some shit?
What's up?
You know how I was telling you about my homeboy Tristan Homegirl, right?
Yeah.
She said she don't like Game of Thrones because she seen an ad for the mobile game and she didn't like the ad, so she doesn't like Game of Thrones. That is some of the most like Tristan thought I was acting like that because it's Game of Thrones, but I was like, that's some ignorant ass shit.
That
is ignorant as fuck. You don't like the show because you seen an ad for a mobile game of the show, and you don't like the show because of that.
That's genuinely
that is so ignorant, and like. You don't gotta like the show, of course, but like to say for that reason, that's stupid.
For a game,
that
for an
is
ad of a game,
stupid. For the ad of a mobile, for not even a PS4
not even a
game,
good game,
just a mobile game. And I like the mobile game.
She's a smart cookie, guys. You know, she's a smart one.
Yeah, but shit.
No, she's not. But like, but I got something to say that's sort of kind of off of the Game of Thrones topic. For people who put up their Christmas decorations before we're even in December, what the fuck do y'all be
telling
thinking?
my mom.
Because like, bro, I don't get it. I don't understand.
I'm showing my mom this exact clip for the podcast.
Okay,
She started putting the Christmas tree today.
Bro, I'm just saying, like, we're not even in things. We're not even. I mean, I get it. Okay, I get it. If you want to,
December's a few days away, so doing it now is okay.
No. I get it I get it for past Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving hasn't even came yet. So for the people who have put up any type of Christmas decoration before Thanksgiving, I don't understand. Before December, okay.
I see where you're coming from.
But before Thanksgiving?
But I mean,
like, damn, you got a whole holiday.
There's only like 2 more days of November than it's December after Thanksgiving.
who the F cares? Like, bro,
Well, I mean,
that doesn't make any okay, you know what? I'm not going to say it doesn't make any sense. Does it make sense to some people, but I just
every
can't.
year. I want to know how much money every December she made from that song, bro.
People call her the queen of Christmas, and I don't like it.
She is.
I don't like it.
What name?
I genuinely just don't like it. That's me personally.
Literally, she tried to put a trademark for it, but this other lady, she was like, she put a trademark on it, whatever, and Mariah Carey didn't even, she didn't even say nothing about it. That flex to say like, I don't need to argue about you for who's the queen of Christmas because these niggas know. That's
by
crazy. Her not saying nothing. That's literally what that says for her not saying nothing.
Exactly. Like I get it.
That's a flex.
She's the queen of Christmas for people, but I don't like it.
Yeah,
because you know
that's like saying
what has she really done?
That's like saying Michael Jackson's the king of pop. He is. You don't have to like him. You don't have to agree that he's the king of pop. Well, you do because he is. But like, if you don't feel like he's the king of pop, you don't. But I mean, he is.
Yeah, he's most definitely the king of pop. But thing is with Mariah Carey, my only thing is. It's just I heard a Whitney Houston song, a Christmas song by Whitney Houston. I'm not gonna lie, I like that song.
But Whitney Houston is up there with Mariah Carey vocal wise.
Oh yeah, star wise, Whitney Houston is past Mariah Carey.
No, they're about the same. Both of them are really big.
No, star wise, I definitely think Whitney Houston's past Mariah Carey.
You're sleeping on. Not even me, just being being biased. Like their numbers and their demographics, they're pretty even. I would say. They're always compared to each other.
Oh really?
Yeah, like
the only reason why I say so is because most people who I've like heard it from, they're just like, nah, Whitney's definitely up there.
But that's because a lot of people, Mariah Carey back in like her prime, really was like back in the day and shit like that. But like a lot of people compare Mariah Carey and like what Elvis is and Michael Jackson are to the music industry. Mm-hmm. Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston, I feel like, are the female versions of that, low key.
You think so?
Not as much. Not Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey is most definitely the weakest link out of the four. No disrespect.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, no disrespect to Mariah Carey.
But vocally though, Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston are on a different level vocally.
Yeah,
like
from like the rest of these women.
Yeah, that's why they compare them so much because like Mariah Carey, literally, Mariah Carey is the next Whitney Houston type shit, vocal wise.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's just like whenever I ask old heads, Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston, they'll be like, "Oh no, I can always turn on some Whitney Houston." Like they'll turn on Whitney Houston over Mariah Carey. That's why I say Whitney Houston has a higher stardom than Mariah Carey.
That's one thing. Like Mariah Carey has a lot of songs, but like most of her popular songs are like her early 2000s songs. Like you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The songs that came out like none of her. I can't name you one old Mariah Carey song that came out like in the 90s and some shit. I think she was popular in the 80s. I don't know how old Mariah Carey is. I just know she's older.
I just know she dated Nick Cannon.
She's in her. I think she's in her 50s. I think she's like around Michael Jackson's age, and Janet Jackson. Yeah, Janet Jackson had her first kid at like 51.
What?
Janet Jackson only has one kid, and she had. I think it's a boy. She had him at 51.
Wow, Janet Jackson has vocals for sure.
You think she has vocal? I mean, I could legit only name one Janet Jackson song off my head, and it's a nasty ass song.
I can only name one Janet
Me
Jackson
saying that,
song.
you should know what song I'm talking about. My mama used to play it a lot. You never heard her song? It's called "Would You Mind."
Oh yeah, I know that song.
That shit is freaky as fuck.
Oh,
bro.
then I can name two.
That shit is freaky as fuck.
She has this song with Michael Jackson. It's called "Scream." I suggest if you've never listened to it, I suggest you listen.
I know her song with Michael Jackson, but I can't think of the name.
Oh no, I think she has actually more than one.
You seen the? Yeah, she probably does.
Yeah.
You seen the music video to it?
Yeah.
Is it where like
it's
they're
black
like,
and white?
Yeah. Okay.
They're in space.
Yeah, I know what song you're talking about.
Yeah, that song.
That's a good song.
That's a good song.
It was sad. It was one time she was performing that song, and it was like Michael Jackson on a big screen dancing, and she was dancing too. But he's not there.
Yeah, he's not there. That's sad. That is sad. I got
something. They were really
close.
close.
They were. It's low key sad when you think about it.
I think Michael Jackson was closest to her than all his siblings. You know, they didn't call their dad. Their sister Lily, as she was a grown ass woman, she asked for permission to call her dad because they used to call him Joseph.
Wow.
He was really bad.
Oh well, yeah, I did know they used to call him Joseph from documentaries. But I didn't know. Well, you know, as far as Michael Jackson being closer to Janet Jackson, that would make more sense though, because you know those two were like up there. They were with their musics. I mean, with their music.
Michael Jackson took his music more seriously than his brothers and stuff like that. I feel like, I don't know if his brothers really pursued music as much as Michael Jackson did after the Jackson 5 days.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Michael Jackson was literally like, I feel like nobody in art music right now has came close to the level of fame and influence that Michael Jackson and Elvis has had over the music industry.
Yeah.
And I don't even listen to Elvis. That's not even me being biased. That's just a fact. Mm-hmm. Elvis and Michael Jackson did something and like when Tristan said he doesn't like Michael Jackson and stuff like that, and like to say he did nothing spectacular, that's what killed me, because like literally Michael Jackson has done some of the most crazy and like Michael Jackson changed the music. Most definitely. There will never be a second Michael Jackson.
Most definitely. Ever. People compare Michael Jackson to Chris Brown. Somebody, okay.
What the fuck?
Listen,
Chris Breezy go hard. Don't get me wrong.
I'm flipping. Chris Breezy is hard as balls. But people say that Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson.
I don't know what the fuck they talking about. That's not even.
I don't know if they mean music wise or if they mean like stats wise.
Yeah,
but to me, I don't know. I can always jump to some Michael Jackson.
That's why I try to tell people when they try to say someone is better than them, I'm like nah, bro. If you look at the numbers, bro, I'm pretty sure the numbers Michael Jackson has done throughout his music don't compete to what Chris Brown still drives music to this day, and people cannot tell you what the name of it. Chris Brown don't hit like he used to. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Michael Jackson, Drake dropped a song with Michael Jackson, and that shit blew up. Like anything with Michael Jackson's name on it, bro, is gonna be dope. How the fuck you like Michael Jackson, bro? Look.
Really? Michael Jackson's that guy.
Oh, God.
I've always found Michael Jackson better than Chris Brown. If you asked me, that's what I would say.
That's a fact. That's not an opinion.
Because I watched this whole TikTok video, and this dude was just like, Chris Brown, like he...
And I wouldn't even call Chris Brown a pop star. Michael Jackson is a pop star.
Mm-hmm.
So people were saying that Harry Styles is the new king of pop. Now, don't get me wrong. Harry Styles is really good, and his music is really good. He's up there. But to say he topped or like took Michael Jackson's place in the king of pop is really disrespectful.
I don't know who this Harry Styles
You don't know you know who Harry Styles is.
What's the song?
You've heard of Watermelon Sugar. Ha, you remember that on TikTok, the audios?
Watermelon
he made that song.
Sugar.
Yeah, he used to be a part of One Direction.
That
Harry Styles.
I'm sorry, hold on.
That wasn't.
I do know who you're talking about.
That's not one of his best songs.
No, but I know. But are you serious?
Yes. But no, Harry Styles does make good music. Don't get me wrong.
Most definitely.
Harry
Are you
Styles
serious?
is up there, but to say he's the new king of pop above Michael Jackson.
Oh no, you're insane.
I'm
dude.
It's just for the simple fact that it's Michael Jackson. I can give him the Prince of Pop. I'll give him that. That's okay. But the king?
Never. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it.
He could be the vice president, some shit like that.
The vice president, the hand. Don't be the hand. You can be the hand.
The hand of pop.
The king.
The king. That's Michael, bro. I'm sorry. Nobody ever will ever top Michael. Like that's like J. Cole and Kendrick. No one will ever be better than them in their specific genre of rap.
Mm-hmm. And again, you cannot like their music, but you have to give them their props.
Exactly. That's one thing I say about everybody. Like anybody, when it comes to music and shit like that, you don't have to necessarily like them, but you have to acknowledge your talent. That's what I was trying to get to Tristan to see. Like, you don't gotta like Michael Jackson, but you have to acknowledge his talent.
Facts.
What he did. Like, just because you don't particularly like it, the numbers speak for itself.
Yeah. Okay, so there's certain people who people don't necessarily like, but because it's a trend.
Yeah, most definitely.
So like Andrew Tate, even though he's canceled, I don't know what he did. So I can't really speak too much on Andrew
a lot
Tate.
of misogynistic stuff, and like people were just hating on it. Like I feel like some of a lot of his things he was saying were rooted in misogynistic things, but like he was valid in some of the things he said.
Like because some of the things that they be posting,
I feel like some people thought
facts.
Some people might have took him too seriously, and I think a lot of females thought the niggas were actually like. I've never took Andrew Tate that serious.
Neither have I.
Like, what? And I feel like that's a little excessive that he got kicked off Instagram, YouTube, all of that shit, and it's just like
for a dude who was just speaking what was on his mind. Yeah. And not even really like doing anything bad. I don't see what he was doing. I mean, he was promoting a wealthy style of living.
He was,
and like
I feel like he was promoting like to dudes to like understand your worth and your value.
Yeah,
but I don't know, man. I feel like that was a little excessive though. I don't think he should have lost all his platform.
I don't think so either. He was just, I think, too much for what some people.
They used to get on his ass though. Like they'll just get like, a random video of a bald headed nigga, a white bald headed man twerking or some shit, saying this is your twerk.
That's fucked up.
Oh God, they're on his ass.
And there's another person who has like this fame of or who has like this hate. What's it called? Hate train. You know, Jake Paul has a hate train with him.
I feel like Jake Paul has came out of it. Like,
you think Jake Paul has came?
The
out
Logan
of
brothers have most definitely came out of their hate train.
I don't think Jake Paul has come completely out of his hate train.
I feel like now that he's doing boxing, I feel like he has. Cause like
I just feel like Jake Paul.
Logan Paul has made a full 180. That nigga is in his bag, bro.
Logan Paul ain't doing a bitch ass.
Logan Paul is making money, bro. He's
chilling.
He be doing. He got his podcast, which is fire. This nigga be wrestling in WWE. He's still a boxer. He's still an athlete. This nigga has prime energy drinks where he's making hella, bro. He's already made over 10 mil.
That boy Logan is
it's
really
a Target, Walmart, bro. Oh God, he still has his Maverick brand. That nigga's in his bag.
In his fucking bag, bro.
I respect it.
You cannot hate on people like
I respect
that,
it. And like, he did make a, like, if you watch his podcast and shit like that now, he made a 180 from what he is. Like, he admitted, like, he would do a lot of the shit he did for camera and stuff like that. He was just like, you know, he doesn't have to do that no more and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I fuck with Logan. I fuck with the Paul burgers.
brothers.
The Paul brothers again. Cause like I used to fuck. I was a low gangster and a Jake Pauler at first when they were popping, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I used to low key not like Jake Paul. I used to low key be on that trend of not liking him, but only because like he would call out certain fighters, and I'd just be like, "Please go fight these fighters." So I don't know if it's like on a trend.
He had a lot of drama around him and stuff like that. Cause like, you know, he had Team 10 and stuff like that. Literally, every time someone left Team 10. They made a video talking about how Jake Paul was so shitty and like, but when they were in Team 10, they didn't say all. They do that with a lot of people too. They try to do that with David Dobrik too.
I don't even watch that shit.
You know who that is?
David Dobrik? Yeah, I know who that is. Okay, yeah. That's the guy who makes all those like crazy videos. Right? No, that's somebody else.
He makes pretty crazy vlogs, bro. His vlogs are dope. You know Elijah Koshy?
Yeah, that's him. Boom. Yeah, that's him.
His vlogs used to be really good.
I never watched them.
Bro, you gotta watch them bitches. Bro, them hoes are so fucking, they're good. And like, all of his vlogs are 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh, purpose.
Wow. 420 dudes.
420, bro.
If you don't know what that means, you're too young. But that's okay, 420 dudes.
David is dope.
He
did do some fucked up shit. Like, he can't take a little things too far. Like, he was on like a little crane in the water.
And that's what that was. I thought that was somebody else.
Look, I'm gonna tell you the story.
Oh.
So it was him and all their friends and Jeff. So basically, they had a crane in the water. David was driving the crane, and Jeff was holding on to it. And they were spinning in a circle. He started spinning it fast, and when he stopped it, Jeff slammed into the machine, and he literally broke his face. All of this shit was fucked. And like, he's suing David for medical bills and stuff like that. Cause like, I mean, that is stupid.
I don't think that's David. I think that's Mr. Beast.
No, I know for a fact that's David.
Oh, that's David?
Yeah, I can tell you. I know for a fact.
Oh, the same thing happened to Mr. Beast. That's crazy.
What happened with Mr. Beast?
The same thing.
I think you're confusing the two.
No.
Because I didn't hear that happen with Mr. Beast.
I'm from YouTube.
Look that up. But like, I know for a fact that's David. Because one, David is the one who really gave Jeff his platform.
And I'm not saying that the dude who it happened to was Jeff. Like the dude who swung into the crane. I don't think I don't know whose name that was. But the dude who was driving the crane, I swear that was Mr. Beast.
Nah. Well, we could be talking about two different things. But like, even Jeff came on Logan's podcast and he was telling how dope David. That's why he's suing David. David got money though.
And
that nigga has money. I think he has like a Bentley or is it an Ash? It's something. That was nice. Got his Tesla and shit. That nigga just opened up a piece of business too. I wouldn't mind opening up like a store like that, like a food chain.
Okay, so what's his name again? David?
Yeah, David Dobrik.
Okay, that might be David. Yeah, I'm probably wrong. Yeah. But I swear it was. Yeah, it's David. Shit. Oopsie.
Hey, Pa, y'all fucking my little ponytail? Hold up, let me take out my headphones so y'all can see it. Y'all fucking with that shit?
Yeah. I can't wait till my hair grows back out. So, Little Mermaid, she's black now. Zoe's playing her. How you feel about that?
Hallie?
I thought it was Zoe.
Her name's Hallie.
Fuck. Damn it. Yeah. I keep messing up. So, yeah, how you feel about that?
I'm here for it. Because, I mean, the Little Mermaid's race doesn't matter.
Facts.
Like, but one thing I do agree with, though, they make white characters black, and then the white people get mad. But if they did do it with a black character, we would be mad.
Thank you. That's really what I have to say.
But the only thing I can say on that, most black characters, them being black is rooted into their character.
I knew you were
like Tiana from Princess in the Fall.
That's not rooted in her character.
Yeah, that is in her character. Her being black is important to her character.
And no, it's not.
It is. If you honestly don't think the princess and Tiana being black is important to her character, you're missing the point of it.
You can find a lot of white people in the bayous. I mean,
you can, but her whole point was she couldn't get her restaurant, and they were overlooking her because she was a young black woman, and she didn't want to get nothing. She wanted to get it on her own. Her friend offered multiple times to buy the restaurant. She was like, "Nah, I'm working. I'm gonna get it on my own." It's showing that like a strong black woman.
I mean,
that her being black is really important to her character. Now,
because even in that scene, she was surrounded by, when she was serving gumbo, she was surrounded by a whole bunch of black characters. You remember that scene? She was like, it was when she was a baby. Her dad was still alive in the very beginning. She was like, "Hey, everybody, I made gumbo."
And that's gumbo is started with black people, and now it's native to like New Orleans. You know, there's not only black people in New Orleans, but that meal being created in general came from black people. Like her whole character. Her being black is important to her character, but I can't really think of no black people that doesn't matter.
But the thing is, that would be my example that I'd use, though. Like, for the fact that it's truly, like, you could put a white person in the bayous and have them grow up the way she did.
You wouldn't, though.
You could.
Because she faced a lot of discrimination for her being not only black, but a woman.
No, but like, I'm talking about as a white woman, though, just from the complete startup.
But
of like, you put her in the same, like the exact same place.
A white woman wouldn't face the core of her problem.
But like, she could at the same time because of the time period they were in.
Exactly. The time period further exaggerates that, because white people during that time period, it was way easier for them to make money. More than likely, most of the time, her father would have been able to get the money to buy that and stuff like that. Tiana, her father was barely making stuff like that. He was a hardworking man. He was working most of the stuff. Him working is the reason why he died.
Yeah.
He worked his stuff to death.
Yeah.
And a white man during that time really didn't have to do that, because I say that movie takes place at least in like the early 1900s.
Facts, but there were still white people who went through stuff like that. So again, you could do it. It would.
That one I don't agree with. There's probably some black characters like that, but Tiana specifically, I don't agree with.
And that's just low key what I'm looking at with this white Little Mermaid.
But I mean,
even though it's not
because even everything down, that's all in her culture. Like even making gumbo and stuff like that, everything in Tiana's character stems from her culture as a black woman, and making her white. I'm not saying she wouldn't have that connection, but it wouldn't be the same. This is all her culture. That's why I say, like, with more colored people and stuff like that in movies, most of the time their color is written into their character. It's a part of their upbringing and stuff like that.
Right.
Like Mulan.
Yeah.
And like Encanto and stuff like that. Like that's important to their character. So that's why it really doesn't work the other way around, because most of the time the default skin color of a character is black. Like
yeah.
that new Disney movie with a new black character. I think it's called like Blue or something like that. It was like a black man, and then he turned into like a little blue character or some shit. I can't remember what it's called. It's called Ray, I think. And you can make him white. That understands. Like, it doesn't affect the story.
Yeah.
It affects his character. But with characters like those, that's why it doesn't work the same. Like, that's like saying trying to make Black Panther white.
I knew you were going to bring him up.
Being black is written to his character.
Nah, but that's more written into his character than you would, because he's in Africa.
But even, there's white people in Africa.
Yes, there are. But then again, that's the same thing.
Yeah, that was your argument.
Yeah, like, there's white people there.
But you see where that defeats the purpose?
Yeah, I see what you mean, but like, you see what, like, where I'm saying.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like, but we still have we have the same agreement on the whole thing whole thing, basically. I don't find nothing wrong
with it, as long as the person color, like that person being this specific color, doesn't affect their character.
Yeah,
like
as long as she sings the same way, does the same.
Yeah, like Nick Fury even with being white or black doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, it doesn't affect his character at all. But like, you can't do that to someone like Luke Cage, because him getting his powers directly came from him being a black man, from his discrimination and shit like that, led to what happened to him and shit.
Yeah.
So like, I can't even. I'm trying to think of a black person in common
that you could switch with, or that you couldn't switch with.
That you can make, like Nick Fury.
Nick Fury is an
example. One of the best ones. But the way they made Nick Fury black in the comics is actually, it makes sense. It's because the first Nick Fury was a white man. The new Nick Fury is still Nick Fury, but that's his son. Oh. So the white Nick Fury is the dad of the black Nick Fury. He just had with a black woman. So
it makes sense. It fits. It makes sense.
Like, that's like, why can I not think of no black characters right now? Like Miles Morales. There's art. It really didn't matter if he's white or black.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, I can give it to him because someone turned a white man black. Because it was white. Well, they're not the same person.
See, but thing is, like, but our general point of this is like changing a black character to a white character. I mean, changing a white character to a black character isn't as big of or changing a. Am I saying this right? Changing a white character to a black character isn't a big upward negatively as changing a black character to a white character.
Yeah, because most of the time, black characters
are
rooted into their character.
Yeah, it's rooted into their character.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be the same. It would just be.
I'm just saying though, like if they were to do that, even to a character that wasn't
they
rooted, I feel like the black community would have a bit of an uproar.
But it's because that like. White people have so much representation in cartoons and comics and shit like that. Yeah. It's only right. Because, like, everybody... It's not fair when the default... Okay, so, the new Miss Marvel, this kind of affects what we're saying. So, like, she can stretch and shit like that, but she can also shapeshift, right? And with her character, one of her problems that she faced was, like, every time she went out to go be a superhero... She made herself a white woman with blonde hair and stuff like that, thinking that a superhero is supposed to look a certain way when anybody can be a superhero. And that's why she stopped doing that. She started looking at herself because it's important for us to have representation. We already have so little representation in comics.
Facts.
It's important to have characters like those. Like when majority of characters in the thing are white.
And then most of our negative characters that you would see in most other things.
You talking about like most evil villains are like white or are black?
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that.
No.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was
like, no.
But Batman?
No, it's just like all of Batman's super villains are mainly white.
Yeah,
that's
Batman,
what I'm saying.
I don't think Batman
that's why I wouldn't say that. I'm just saying like in like I don't know. I guess even our villains be white.
Well, no, a lot of black people have black villains though. Not gonna lie.
Except for like, but the thing is, damn, I'm just having a whole bunch of topics pop up into my head that like, if I hop onto one subject, it could easily lead to another whole conversation. Like,
hey, this podcast episode 20. We've been running this whole for a minute,
bro. Like, cause
been in this bitch for like an hour 10, probably actually more because it cut off.
Yeah, it's just like. It's a lot. It's a lot because then if you want to make, because it's all fictional. You have to remember that it's all fictional. So you can't truly you can, but you can't be like, well, this is how our society works.
And there was a nigga, there was like, well, Ariel being black doesn't make sense because she's a mermaid that lives in the bottom of the ocean. I saw
that. If you
she's a fucking mermaid, nigga. Exactly. Don't bring science into this now.
Exactly. Don't do that shit. Just say that you want the bitch white. Don't say that shit. Exactly. Don't do all that.
Like, that's stupid, bro. Now you want to put logic into a show about mermaids that live underwater. Yeah. She wants to live on the sea, so a witch gives her legs, but she doesn't have a voice.
That shit is so fucking stupid.
That's where you want to draw the line at.
Right there. Color. Really fucking serious?
But that's why I say, like, there's nothing. It's only a problem when, like...
People make it a problem.
No, I say it's only a problem when changing their race directly affects their character. Like, not all characters should be white. I mean, can be black. Like, I wouldn't agree if they made Captain America black. Or, like, even... This is one thing I could say. They're making a new Scooby-Doo, right? Uh-huh. And Shaggy's black.
I was about to say, you finna say Shaggy's black, bro?
Yeah, and even the black people... Even I don't like that.
I don't like that
I don't like that at all. And they made Velma a lesbian. There's nothing wrong with... One thing I don't like when they turn straight characters gay, because I feel like you should just make brand new characters already. Because if this character has been straight for so long, everybody knows that Velma and Shaggy have a thing together.
Exactly, that's facts.
now to make her like that. No, I don't like that. Like
You're changing it, dude.
It's not the fact that she's gay. It's just the fact that like
she wasn't gay before.
Yeah, that's not her character. If you want to add a gay character, you can do a new twist on Scooby Doo where you add a new member to the team.
Exactly. Make them all have kids, and then make them say fuck it. Like I say, we want to go mystery hunting.
You even take out like Velma or Daphne and replace it with a new person. You know what I mean? Change it up, but like to do it in that way. I don't know. I don't agree with it.
I don't agree with it either. I don't like. I love change, but I don't like change.
Because they wouldn't like it. Like, so who's a gay character in comics I can think of off rip? So you probably don't know him. His name is Wiccan.
Oh, okay.
His Scarlet Witch's son. He's gay. He's openly gay. And if someone was to make him straight, then it would be an outroar. Like they wouldn't.
It'd be an outrage. Complete outrage.
Yeah, and it's just like I feel like characters, if they weren't open, like if they never had any feelings towards that this whole time,
or showed any type of
now characters like Wolverine,
who's bisexual,
yeah, I'm okay with that because they openly make it seem like Wolverine. You know, Wolverine's not gay because he's just such an alpha man. Everybody's a bitch to him.
Exactly, and I fuck with that. That nigga's hard. You know what I'm saying?
He's such an alpha male. Everybody's a bitch to him.
So guess what? He gets to go around and fuck anything he wants.
That's the only character I can give a pass. He can do that.
He can do that.
If you're Wolverine, hey. But shit.
Hey, no, for real.
I'm not gonna lie, I gotta take a shit, so we're gonna call this episode.
Oh, we had so much more shit to say.
It's okay. I'm gonna get you. Jay's gonna be on next week's episode too. Well, we're gonna record an episode next week. I still have. Fuck y'all niggas. Peace out. We got.
Peace.